What's up, guys? This is the IJP Mexican, and here with another random video of me talking about stuff I don't want to talk about. I wanted to talk a little bit about the GilvaSunner situation because everybody is super salty, and I think it's funny. Just wanted to talk about that real quickly. So, I mean, I don't even need to explain it. Everybody knows what's up. Music go bye-bye. Like 4,000 videos of this guy's got taken down in like the span of a couple days or whatever. Yep, it's pretty crazy. But I want to talk about specifically about how everybody's pissed. And okay, here's the thing. Basically, this is the way I look at stuff like that. Music from video games that gets uploaded to YouTube, or just normal music from artists that gets uploaded to YouTube, not by the company or the band or the music label or whatever that owns the music, right? Basically, I look at uploads like that as like a temporary blessing that aren't meant for this world, that will eventually cease to exist. And basically the channels that upload said music are like unsung heroes. So the reason why is because it's pretty much inevitable for those channels to be have their videos taken down, because what else would you be expecting? Now the fact that Silva Gunner no, what's GilvaSunner, it's so close to Silver Gunner, dude. The fact that GilvaSunner had that many videos to take down is like fucking insane, and I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did. So I'm not like upset about this. I'm basically like, yeah, you made yourself an enormous target. What else were you expecting? Again, I'm surprised it took this long, honestly. I'm extremely surprised that it took this long. Basically, like, this is how it should happen, quote unquote. You should like make a throwaway channel and upload a handful of songs, and then just pray that it doesn't get enough attention. But instead, this man or woman, I don't know if he's a man or a woman, uh, went balls to the walls with music and had like 4,000 videos that got taken down or whatever. So people are salty because Nintendo's evil and they don't sell their music outside of Japan, and they're evil. And Sega is good because they allow stuff like that to happen. Okay, so I'm not a lawyer. I tried to look this up earlier and I couldn't fucking find it, so I'm sorry. But I've heard several times in the past that a copyright holder needs to protect their intellectual property. I'm not sure why. I tried to look up what happens if you neglect your intellectual property, but both Google and fucking DuckDuckGo are stupid. Every time I tried to look up like what happens if you neglect your intellectual property or don't sue or anything like that, all the results were, well, how do I sue somebody? What happens if I get sued? It wasn't what I was looking for. So unfortunately, I can't tell you guys what happens if you neglect to protect your intellectual property. But I remember hearing several times throughout the years that you need to. I don't know what happens if you don't, but I think it's like harder to go after people later on or something. Like the people that you go after can like make the argument like, hey, you weren't protecting it. It's pretty much open season. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's true. So Nintendo needs to protect its intellectual property. Now there's people out there who believe that intellectual property shouldn't even be a thing. I'm not here to make that argument or to make the argument against it. That's a whole different discussion, and we're not prepared for that. So people are upset that Nintendo did this because they don't allow people to buy their music outside of Japan, pretty much. They don't sell it outside of Japan. I saw a lot of people saying that, unless it's like a really big game. But for the most part, it's the soundtracks are sold in Japan, and if you want them, you need to go to Japan or know somebody in Japan to sell them to you or to get them or to go yourself. So, yeah. Here's the thing though. Nintendo owes you nothing No company owes you anything, and you were already getting it through other means. So, hypothetically speaking, of course, what's stopping you from getting it from other means now? It's just harder to do. But nothing's really changed. So, I don't understand what's the big deal. You didn't seem very concerned about doing things legally before. I don't see why that's a problem now. Now I think you should do things legally. I think that's best for everyone. But I don't understand why people are mad if that wasn't a problem before. Now, that being said, Nintendo's also stupid because they're neglecting a huge market for this stuff, obviously. I don't know why, but they've been neglecting this market for a long time. Now, my theory is that next year, or maybe in a few months even, or maybe 2 years, hopefully not that long, we will see some sort of Nintendo video game music arrives, like some sort of service or something, maybe even to YouTube itself, come up about in the next few months or maybe a few years. The reason why I think that is because remember the another Metroid 2 remake? Remember how that game was made? It was allowed to be made, and then when it was released, then they went after it, and then like a year later they announced their own Metroid 2 remake. Yeah, so again, this guy had his channel up long enough to gain a reputation. So that's, I don't know how long that was, but quite a while. So Nintendo must have seen this at one point, right? Like, there's no way. There's no way they just realized this thing existed yesterday or like a few weeks ago, right? There's no way. So why are they acting now? Nothing, these kind of moves, I can't imagine them being completely arbitrary. So there's obviously some sort of internal discussion was going on or something. Or maybe I'm completely wrong and it is arbitrary because they do seem to. I remember a few years back, gameplay videos were being taken down, and that was just strange, you know? I don't exactly remember what the situation was, but I do remember people being like, "What the fuck, Nintendo?" And yeah, and I don't remember there ever actually being a reason why that happened. So maybe this is another one of those instances, and I could be completely wrong. But it's not about the money. It clearly isn't about the money, because if it was about the money, what Nintendo could do is claim all of those videos that they took down and just put ads on them, and they get direct revenue. On some of my videos, random ass companies have claimed like 30 seconds of audio, said that they're like this random song that doesn't even fucking exist, and put ads on my videos. Not on all, like a handful of them, but I'll like randomly go back to that video and an ad starts playing. I'm like, what? I can't turn them off. I can't turn them off either. So Nintendo has the power to do that, and they didn't do that. So it's not about the money. So I'm not. So either they're in the future, possibly might start releasing music either on YouTube or but start fucking selling it. I don't know. Or GilvaSunner is the most unlucky person ever and just got nuked completely randomly. Alright, let's move on to the Sega thing, because every time Nintendo does something like this, everybody turns around and is like, Sega does what Nintendo don't. Yeah, okay, so let's go back in history real quick. Do you know why Sega allows or has allowed people to do their ROM hack stuff for as long as they have? It's because of a necessity. See, back in 2000, I almost said 2016, that's not true. Back in 2006, they released two of the worst games in all of existence, Sonic 06 and the Game Boy port of Sonic 1. Both terribly made games, rushed. Actually, I don't think Sonic Genesis was rushed. I think it was just made poorly. But I don't know. But Sonic 06 was rushed. Those two games almost completely nuke the entire franchise and the entire fandom. I would say the only reason why there's a fandom today as big as it is because of ROM hacks and and fan hacks and other stuff like that. Sega basically had to allow that stuff to happen, otherwise they were just their reputation would be completely nuked instead of just like almost completely nuked. It would be absolutely nuked if they started going after creators during their lowest low. So I do not doubt that if Sega were in the situation that Nintendo is now, as in to say they never made super shitty games, which by the way, they're still kind of in that situation. Yeah, sure, they released Sonic Mania, but then like a few months later they released was it called Rush? No, that's the DS one. What's it called? Sonic Forces, yeah. They released Sonic Forces only a few months after Mania, and that game blew. It was terrible. Completely terrible. If there was no Sonic Mania, I think people would still be talking about Sega like they were a few years ago. Like, where's it going? It's doing all this dumb shit. Remember Sonic Boom? Remember that? Yeah. Sega can't afford to crack down on that kind of stuff because they'd be in the shitter, man. Now they could start now because they're in a better position than they were in 2006. But if they started now, then it would look bad. Like they let it go on, they let it happen for too long, and they start cracking down now, then it would look bad. Nintendo's never really allowed that, but here's the thing too. I don't understand why these people are so pissed off at a thing that you can, like, Nintendo can't stop you. Like, there's still ROM hacks. ROM hacks still fucking exist, dude. You know how many ROM hacks there are out there? You know how many ROM hacks that Nintendo can stop? Only a handful compared to how many exist. You know? And here's the thing. Another Metroid 2 remake. Yeah, like the guy got a cease and desist. People still are updating that game. And anybody could go and find it. I don't know how. But it's out there. And people have updated the game. So when Nintendo can stop it, Nintendo can't stop people from listening to music that they don't sell here in the West. It's just hard. It's just a little bit harder now because the GilvaSunner is nuked, but you can still find. Let's try this right now. Let's try this right now. Super Mario Bros. Theme. Let's see. Let's click this first video. Oh, look at that. Okay, cool. Okay. Was this from GilvaSunner? No, this is from Ultra Music Gaming. Cool. Gaming music. I have dyslexia. That's from 2008, by the way. That video was uploaded in 2008. Okay, new Super Mario Brothers. Interesting. Okay, so I found the music. Why are you guys complaining? You can still find the freaking music. And here's another thing. If GilvaSunner made remixes, covers, or any other transformative thing, I would be 100% on board with the rage. Because I think Nintendo has dabbled into taking down those kind of things before. That's messed up. That's the thing we should be mad about. That's the thing people should speak out about. Not, oh, Nintendo doesn't want me to upload their music. Come on, get effed. Get effed. Now again, they're letting a huge market just figure itself out, basically, by not selling their stuff here. So I'm not like, I don't blame GilvaSunner either, you know. I'm not like, oh, he should have done that. I'm not waving no fingers, but I'm also not gonna shed no tears. Again, if he made remixes, covers, and those got taken down, that's messed up, and that shouldn't be taken down, because that's stuff that Nintendo should not do and can't, because that's transformative and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I just think it's funny that people cry. It's like, why do you care so much? Again, it's like people who make like fan games and stuff, like you're doing it basically. Like you don't. Why do people seek Nintendo's approval with that stuff? Why does it matter? Again, like is Miyamoto happy that I could look up Super Mario Brothers OST overworld theme and play it? Probably not. I don't care. I don't care that that the corporate shills and Nintendo are upset that I could find half an hour version of that song too. You know? I don't care. And if these videos got taken down tomorrow, I would be like, that kind of sucks. But, you know, what are you going to do about it? But then again, like, I don't blame people. Wow, there's a sus remix. Let's play this. I don't want to play this in case it's like loud. Again, like, since there's no market here, just in Japan, I'm also not like, oh, don't do that. I mean, you shouldn't. But what's the alternative? Just nothing? Yeah. But also, like, here's another thing, guys. There used to be this website. I think the exact name of the website was YouTube to mp3.org. Maybe it wasn't .org. Don't go there because I don't know what's there. There's probably viruses, so don't go to that website. Yeah, you could. You could have always downloaded the audio from any YouTube video pretty much. There's only like a few that are like restricted, like actual, like I think actual music that gets uploaded by the company that owns it. I think that has like a block on it where you can't download that. Or at least that used to be the case. I don't know if that's the case on certain websites now. But yeah, but the ones that aren't like that, you can download this audio and put it on your iPod. Take it to school. I don't understand what the complaint is. It's such a crybaby thing. Get over it. Get over it. Like, it sucks. Get over it. And for the people who cry about, oh, there's no Western market, you better if they ever start releasing stuff, you better buy it, because otherwise you're a freaking hypocrite. You're just flapping those lips, and you don't actually mean what you say. Which I got a feeling that's what it is. It's just you could just find any excuse, and you would use that in your argument. Hey, meme, are you pissed off at me? Probably. I don't know. Get over it. Not you specifically, meme. You're cool, but I mean people in general, because there's a lot of crying, and I don't see why, when there's very obvious alternatives and possible official solutions coming soon. Maybe not. Also, like, I don't know. GilvaSunner, he just uploaded songs that other people made. I don't see him as a hero or a martyr. Wow, this video's from 2 years ago. ¿Quién es GilvaSunner, el YouTuber que debes conocer? I don't understand why. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Get over it, bitches.